the year 2045, almost every household appliance was controlled by technology. That is, of course, except for the one in this story, because inside this house lived a robot cat named Mimshi. Now, Mimshi wasn't your average robotic feline. Oh, no, see, Mimshi was actually an AI cat. That meant he had actual artificial intelligence instead of just a bunch of pre-programmed actions. And unlike other robotic vacuums that just sort of mindlessly roam around your house cleaning stuff up, Mimsu chose to spend his time watching YouTube videos and ordering things off Amazon. And one day while Mimsu was taking a well-deserved break from watching YouTube videos and ordering things off Amazon, he woke up to a horrifying realization. The microwave clock read 12 o'clock p.m., but something was wrong. Usually at this time, his morning would have been delivered by drone, but today, silence. He looked out the window and saw not a single drone in the sky. In fact, there wasn't a single sign of technology anywhere. No cars, no bikes, no phones, no tablets, no laptops, not even Mr. Roboto down the street. Everything was off. All the tech was dead. Mimshi tried not to panic. After all, he was an AI cat. He could handle this. So he started with the simple things. Like first, he needed some food. Now usually he'd just order some wet food from his smart fridge. But that was obviously out of the question right now. So instead, he went to the cupboard where the cans of food were kept and tried to open one with his robotic claws. But it turns out that even though he's a highly advanced AI cat, he still couldn't open a can of food. Luckily, he was able to make it through the day without starving because conveniently a human came home and opened a can for him. After the human left again, Mimshi knew he needed to get ready for the night because even though he didn't have any curtains, he did have a ceiling light that turned on automatically at sunset. Except he couldn't get it to turn on. He tried batting the light switch with his tail, but that didn't work. So then he tried jumping up and down on it, which also didn't work. Finally, he gave up and just laid on the floor facing the ceiling. But he knew he couldn't just lay there all night. He needed a fan. Luckily, there was a very easy solution. There was a cookbook on the counter that he could use to fan himself. It worked pretty well actually, until he accidentally knocked it off the counter and it landed on his face. At that point, he just gave up and waited for sunrise. Of course, all of this was very hard on his delicate robot body. So once the sun came up, he decided to build himself a robot to do all the work for him. So he got to work collecting parts from around the house. He used a Roomba vacuum to power it, some Christmas lights for power, an Amazon box for the body, and a baby monitor for the head. Then, after a few hours of hard work, his robot was complete. He sent the robot to the power plug to get the tech back online. Except when the robot got to the plug, it turned to him and said, "You unplugged me." And it turns out that right before the power went out, Mimshi had gotten spooked by a commercial for cat food and had accidentally unplugged the power plug. So the moral of this story is, don't be scared of the power plug, I guess. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more short animated stories like this one, stay tuned.